Hey,
Oh,
everybody. How are you, Hamamsy? How's everything?
how are you, Ahmed? Everything's fine here, and I'm so happy to be with you today to start our new show together, the Global S&OP community. And tell us, please, everybody, where are you tuning in from? And let's start the show together.
Same here, guys. Yellow, we have too many surprises today. So we are waiting. Where are you from? Just tune in and let us know where are you from. How's the weather in Dubai, Hamamsy?
Getting hotter, Ahmed, humid, and but things are fluctuating the cases, but it will get better, and we're hoping for the best. How are things in Saudi?
Everything is good, is going on. As I said, that we are always positive, and everything will be there very soon. We'll come back to our new life. So, okay. For everybody, anyone on our call that he doesn't interact right now, we are here today to have a new episode related to the S&OP. And the reason here that we are here to change the world, seriously, by the meaning, we are here to change the world of S&OP. We are not here only to share our experience, and we are here also to listen from you. What are your struggles? What are your stories about S&OP? So we can build a global community that will change the world of the S&OP. So again, we have tuned
Yeah,
in Najm El-Din. Najm El-Din, how are
from
you?
Sudan, Najm, thank you for joining us.
Nice to see you today. We have uh, Wilson from
Wilson from
Zambia.
Zambia, thank you
Nice
for
to see
joining
you,
us.
man. We have, as usual, our friend Aya
Our
Fikri.
great friend Aya, thank you, Aya, for joining us.
Yes, oh, as usual, it's very hot everywhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay. Yes, we have here
Engineer,
engineer Omar
Engineer
Ahmed.
Omar.
Nice to see you today.
Nice to see you, Engineer Omar. Tell us, where are you tuning in from? Thank you for joining us.
Yes, we have Muhammad Shohail from Bangladesh. Nice to see you, Muhammad. We have
Muhammad.
also
We have the first question, I think, and it's great that, yes, Ronnie, of course, thank you for joining us and thank you for the question. Let me take it quickly before, of course, SNOPs stands for Sales and Operation Planning. Because some people, it's a good question, because some people mix it with the standard operating procedures, which is SOP. So standard operating procedure is like the manual for using anything, but S&OP is a process. It's a process that combines and brings all the departments from finance, marketing, sales, supply chain, HR even, all come in to agree on one plan, one consensus plan, one consensus forecast, one set of numbers to reach your top and bottom line targets. This is simply what's about S&OP, and it's also, of course, about collaboration, communication between everyone in the organization. Everyone will be set on one goal to reach, and which is aligning with the vision of the company, and it's really let everyone be committed to the company, from the smallest employee to even anyone in the company, from the janitor to the CEOs, should know the plan of the company and where they want to reach. So this is like simply what is S&OP.
yes, I love what you say. It's very simple and to the point, Hamamsi. I hope that Rooney, that you got it. And Rooney is saying that he's from New Zealand. We have
Oh, great to
nice
have
to
you.
see you. Thank you for tuning in so
Thank you.
much, Rooney, and asking this question. So we have also Muhammad. He's from Egypt. Nice to see you. And as usual, our friend
Oh, Diana
Diana.
Walsh, our
Thank
friend
you
from
for tuning
Ireland,
in. As usual, as
in all
usual.
the shows. Amazing
Yes.
to have you, Diana. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Same Rooney as we said. And we have here also Najm El-Din. Again, he's saying the best people for sure, our friends and our
Yes,
brothers
our
from Sudan,
neighbors from
for
Sudan.
sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in. And we have also, yes, brother, how are you? Thank you so much for tuning
Engineer
in.
Omar, thank you. Thank you
Yes,
for coming.
we have our lovely friend Taibaji
How
for
are you, Tayyib? Yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you for coming in.
And again, Mr. Osama
Osama, of
Zaid
course.
is running
Thank
the
you, Osama.
lovely show on LinkedIn. Thank you,
Yes.
brother, for tuning in. Really appreciate it. So let's move into action. Uh, we need, before we go into our show, we need to give you a brief about our show and what are we aiming and what's our mission, just to let you know what's the intention regarding this. So let me know if you can see the screen. Can you see
Yes.
the screen?
Type in yes if you can see the
Okay,
screen,
because
please.
I cannot the screen. I put it like now it's a full screen. So if guys, if you can see the screen, please type yes, and Hamamsi will tell me that
Yes.
yes. People start to say yes or no.
Still, but we have people. We have
I
Omar
know that
Murad
it's
joining from Egypt.
20 seconds. There is a
Yeah,
20
Muhammad
seconds like I know.
Sam Hakel, thank you for joining us also. And yes, Ronnie from New Zealand is saying yes, he can see it.
Okay,
Karim El Komi, our friend from Egypt, clear. Diana Walsh is saying yes. So
perfect.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, so guys, just to let you know, our mission for this building this community, it will be a community of supply chain. It's not only supply chain, just to re-stress on that point. It will be supply chain, it will be marketing, trade marketing, sales, and finance. It's not only related to the supply chain. Just to rectify the thoughts about S&OP. S&OP, it's not only for supply chain. Most probably, yes, the department or the accountability, the department that lead the S&OP should be from supply chain, but doesn't matter that marketing and trade, marketing, sales, and finance should be also accountable and go into that. So our mission, just to building a global S&OP community related to supply chain, marketing, trade marketing, sales, and finance by sharing experiences, knowledge, stories, and struggles. Again, it's not about us. We are not the best experts here. Just to let you know, we are here to listen to you because we know that you have some struggles, you have some stories, and some challenges. So the benefit from that, what we have, we will share experiences, and maybe we will share also solutions with you, and you also, it will be like a law of reciprocity. It's not only one way, it will be two ways. And our aim
Exactly,
is
exactly, Ahmed. What's good about it is that it's all industries can apply it, the sales and operation planning process. Of course, we worked in a couple or three industries, but we did not work in all industries. So that's why we need, and we're always learning. So, and it's all about experience. Someone will maybe will have experience that we can share with others that we missed. Although we have years of experience, but it's normal that we'll always be learning and we'll always be hearing new stories and how to tackle it. So this is the aim of this show, is to tackle and cover all. We'll try to tackle and cover all the problems that can happen to you and S&OP and all the struggles and all the pain points that you faced.
exactly. That's why we're here all to support each other. Again, it's not only one way. We're not here just to give you what do we have. We need also to listen to you. What are your struggles? What are the challenges that you have? And we will build a community that think together and find solution and help each other. So our aim at the end, developing S&OP skill set, and it will change literally the world. And I'm sure 100% that by the work and collaboration all together and expanding this, we will invade the whole world and we change the meaning of S&OP around the world. This is our mission. The second thing that we have that a surprise. Again, as we said, it's not only about us. It's not only about us. We also need you to engage with us. So the second one, we will have each show, the next shows, we will have another guest. And this guest, he will be a friend of our program who will be with us. We'll not just to choose from our mind. We'll have criteria and we will tell you. So we'll have in next episode we choose someone from this episode who is willing, and we will tell you now the condition. How can you be there with us? So
Yes, we want
the
you to be there
condition
with us, of course, and
always
we want engagement. And as we said, we want a different experience, and people are really looking forward to learn from each other. And that's one of the main purpose of the show,
yes.
to share our all our experiences and struggles together.
Exactly, Hamamsi. This is what we need to go into that point. So I'll tell you just clearly three conditions to join our next live. So the first one, it's the highest engagement for sure. We need you to engage with us. We need to hear your voice. What do you want? What are your struggles? What are you facing? What are your challenges? Because we want to understand what are you facing. This is number one. Number two, for sure, adding values in our LinkedIn live. What I mean here, adding values in LinkedIn live, just by asking questions and receiving values you can answer. Because again, we are not the best expert here. We need to learn from you. It's not only one way. Most probably, it's our opinion. If you ask a question, we have our opinion. My opinion, Hamamsy's opinion, and it could be not. It couldn't be the best. So maybe you have another solution. So we need you. We need to take your philosophy, your opinion about that point. The third one.
I'll add to do. You're right, Ahmed. And the best, I think, the best managers I work for, they work with this philosophy. They don't impose their solution as the best solution. They always encourage us to share with them. Even you will find them even more experienced than us. We're 20 or 30 years, but they are open to learn, and they are always learning. And I learned from them a lot. If you remember, in our company, also Khaled Madani, for example, he used to, he's very experienced, but used to encourage us and listen to the ideas and apply some of the ideas. So yeah, I think the best managers are like you said, and it's all about learning from each other experiences.
Yes, it's all about also listening, Hamamsi, as you said.
Yes.
So we are here again. It's not only one way, guys. It's two ways. That's why we need to hear your voice, understand your challenges, and we can collaborate together to find a solution for that. The third one, for sure, we need to drive values. So we need someone who will attend with us in the coming sessions or the coming live in LinkedIn. We need to have someone who has a good experience in S&OP so he can help us and engage with us in our next episodes. So this is the main three in the conditions that we need to take it into consideration for the coming episode. So coming back to who can join in that point. So again, as I spoke and the Hamamsy said, S&OP, it's related to many functions. It's not to the supply chain. You can join from supply chain, you can be from marketing, trade marketing, sales, and finance. So we are able, we are open to listen for your voice. Marketing, trade marketing, sales, finance, whatever challenge that you have.
I think, and any industry, anybody who has experience and managed or attended the sales and operation planning meetings and moderated the sales and operation planning meeting, or had an effective active participation, been part of sales and operation planning, will have experience. Just come and talk, and we will listen to you, even if you did not try before. But believe me, you have something to share, and you have knowledge to share that the world is waiting for.
Exactly, Hamzi. You remind me by the poor philosophy that I used to have it, that I have nothing to share. And I realized after a time, seriously, most probably people, they think like that.
Yes.
And they think that they have nothing to share. And I'm telling you, seriously, there are millions of people waiting for you. So your nothing could be everything for someone else. So don't use this poor philosophy. Think positively.
I agree with you.
Share with us. Expand your circle, small circle. Come and interact with us, share your knowledge, and I'm telling you, you will be with us in this global community. And the coming, it will be better together. Okay. The last thing that we need to share with you, again, it's not the topics. There are no topics in our mind that will drive it and move the show like that. What do we need to have? We will have a polling, as Hamamsy said. We will have a polling every time for S&OP topics for next Saturday's live. What do we need from you? We need you to interact with us. Just type at the end of the episode itself. We will ask you to write your proposal, the topic that you need to have in the next episode. And based on that, we will have a polling, and the highest one, we will go into that for the next episode. So this is about the show.
Yes.
Yes. So can you hear me now? Can you see me now? I will come back now to the normal show. So
let's take some of the comments and
for sure.
those people to see people they like all of that. I think Mustafa Ahmed is saying it's a nice approach. Thank you, Mustafa.
Thank you,
On
Mustafa.
Raj, I was just going to mention HR. Yes, HR became an important part of
For
S&OP
sure.
because when we go for finance, for example, and sometimes we need to hire some people, for example, to support the S&OP. So yes, HR and they have active participation. Sometimes HR is handling a lot of the strategy of the company, of course. So Ponraj, you are welcomed to join us. Just be active
Yes,
with us.
guys. Again, we are here all together to share knowledge, and our aim is to expand this into a global level. It's not only just a local level. We need to have a global community where we'll be able to share our knowledge. We will maybe have a big group. We will create this. We don't have still the idea, but we start. And we need to have a global community. So if you want like that, just contact Hamamsy or contact me. We give you our emails here up on the right side, so you can connect with us, ask us many questions that you want. I promise you that we will be able to come to you and we'll give you the values that you want, and we want you to be with us. So the first thing that I want you to have, ask us questions right now. Still we have time, still we have like 15 minutes. We had like this introduction, but we want you to engage with us. We can go organically, have some questions in my mind, but I want you guys, I know that there are too many engagement today, which is
Yes,
amazing. So
yes.
I will jump into
I
the
think even Ahmed, when we were live together like 2 weeks, I think 3 weeks back, that's where triggered the idea because we had big engagement when I was joined you in Unleash and when we had really great engagement, and this really triggered the idea to have this global community of S&OP because we've seen how a lot of people have struggles, have pain points, and have a lot to share when it comes to sales and operation planning.
exactly, Hamamsi. Exactly, Hamsi. Thank you for your input. So I will not move into the question right now, but I will take some engagement till, guys.
Yes,
I'm telling you, ask us any question, and hopefully we will be able to answer your question. I will jump quickly, but till now I will go into the engagement to say greetings
yes.
for our amazing people. So we have Noor for sure. Just thank you so much for attending,
Thank you,
Noor,
Noor.
our friend for sure. Diana again. Thank you, Diana,
Thank you,
for
Diane.
yes, our friend Osama.
Osama.
And yes, we have Rooney again. Thank you, bro. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Ron, yeah, thank you. I hope we answered your question.
Yes, hopefully.
Yes.
Noor, again, thank you so much for this compliment. Thank you so much. We have Diana again. Thank you.
You're the
Our
best.
friend for sure, Osama. He's in the house. Thank you, brother. We have our friend Aya. She's saying, Osama,
Thank
something
you.
great that you tuned in. Thank you so much. We have also
Wow,
Jolien
from
from
France.
France. With
Thank you for joining us.
thank you,
That's what
man.
we're
Thank you
talking
for being
about,
here.
global community from everywhere.
This
Thank you,
is
everybody, who's joining us.
yes, inputs here and there. I believe that we will conquer the world all together. Uh,
Yes.
again, guys, excuse me. I will jump into the people that
Yes.
they have a new face. So I will jump into the next one. We have Muhammad Assam Hakel. It's my first time and it will not be the last. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you, Muhammad, for
hopefully
coming
that
and
we
tuning
see
in.
you again and again for sure. Um, we have our friend and my lovely friend for sure, Omar Murad. Thank you, Omar,
Omar, thank
for
you.
tuning in. Thank you so much. Uh, Rooney again, and Karim. I think that he was
Yes.
asking, he was answering the question of of
Yeah,
the
when
sound.
when we were presenting, yes.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, I have a couple
Well,
of questions, I think. Yeah.
let's move
See.
on.
Yeah. Put no. Let's put on the people and the comments,
Okay,
and
guys,
we can move
excuse
on
me.
anytime to the
Okay,
questions.
I will move into the questions for sure. Thank you so much for your engagement, but because of the time is very limited, I will jump into the questions. So we have the first question right now from I would say Kim. The first
Yes.
question: do you think this can also help small businesses in optimizing their process? I leave it to you, Hamamsy.
Definitely, Kim. Thank you first for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Kim, of course, is a great coach and
For sure.
specialized in HR and interviews. So yes, Kim, it can help small businesses definitely. As small businesses need to also to have the visibility on the plan. They need to have to make use of their limited resources. They need to grow. So part of their growth, yes, is to have, if even the team is 9 to 10 people, for example, from different departments in the organization, yes, this will help them a lot. Even it doesn't, because I always say that this S&OP, 60-70% is depending on the people, commitment to the
Exactly.
process, engagement, collaboration, communication. Then once you set the process in and people are committed for 3 to 4 months, I say it will not. You're not just going to plug it in and it will work. 3 to 4 to 5 months even in a row, you will find the results. You will find results that you have a plan that you buy based on it material, and you have a better ordering system. You have better management of your inventory. You will find even you can have better profitability quickly in 5-6 months. So yes, it can help small businesses and with quicker result, Kim.
Exactly. Hamamsi, also adding to that, I think also small businesses and entrepreneurs or the startups itself, they need someone or some people to help them establishing this, because they will not be able to do everything by their
Themselves, by
experience. It will
themselves, yes.
save a lot of trials and errors on their P&L or in their inventory or
True.
on their ordering cycle. As you said, that it will help them putting the right tactical plans that will take them to the day-to-day operations. So for sure, Kim, I would assume that for sure S&OP, it should be at any scale of the business. It's a concept and it's a process that should be followed. Thank you so much for the question, Kim. I will move into Aya, the next question, which is how does S&OP enhance affects marketing? Can I reply on this?
You take it. Yeah, you take it this
No, I will
one.
also listen to your voice
Yeah,
on
of
that, because
course,
I
of
know
course.
you have a great experience in
Yeah,
marketing. For that,
yes.
that's right. But I will tell you from my humble point of view, Aya, uh, anything I would say. Let's start firstly by the business strategy itself. You have to understand what is the business strategy. And if you see I would say most businesses, they don't have a clear business strategy. They don't have, maybe they will have at the top level, but the main challenge when it comes to cascading this into a lower level. I give you for instance that I speak about marketing. So we need to have the best market share. Okay, the question that you need to ask: which category, which channel, that sales that you need to have, from where, how we will do it, what will be the driver,
Right.
what is your market capacity, how do you will take this market share, how you will plan all of these things. It will be, I assume, this is the day-to-day operations and this is the business strategy. S&OP is the bridge between both. So
Yes.
you have to have a tactical plans, asking yourself the right questions: which, where, and how. This is S&OP. For sure, it will help you in implementing the right marketing strategy, because again, I said that it's like a bridge between your business strategy and your day-to-day operation to fulfill your plan itself. Hamamsi, over to you for sure.
Totally, of course, Aya, before, because I worked in both marketing and supply chain. Before, when I was working in marketing, I would, yes, target market share. I would go and check the market size, who are the competitors, and set a market and set like market share based on the competition and based on the size of the market. But I didn't understand what's the capacity, for example, what's the production capacity, what's the availability of the material, how much I will buy this products, for example, and how can I save. All these questions and the financials. Yeah, I would go definitely into the financials and see if this is profitable or not. But S&OP would help if this is the combination of the right products by looking at the aggregate plan. Is this the right combination of products to get the profitability? So I was looking from a narrow perspective of my own category, for example, or my own brand. I was focusing on my own brand, not the whole picture. So S&OP will make you look at the holistic picture, and you will move from unconstrained, because I would say for Khaled, for example, I would go for Ahmed Khaled because we're working on the same company. Ahmed, I need the products tomorrow. I don't care. There is an opportunity in the market, and you are guys, you are making us losing the opportunity. And this is part of the struggles, because some of the marketing, I would say some, and some people are really understand, but some don't understand the concept. They are very good people, but in their own area, in their own
Exactly.
in marketing, for example, they are very good. In sales, they are very good, but they don't have the holistic approach. They don't understand well the concept of the capacity, and they don't understand, for example, the concept that if I buy locally, it will be a higher price, so I'll be losing market share. So it's a lot of things, but I hope that we answered part of your question. And it's an amazing question, Aya. Thank you so much for
Thank you so much.
joining
Thank
us.
you so much, Hamamsy and Aya, for this great answer and question. So we'll jump into the next question for sure, guys. Excuse me that I will jump into questions because the aim from this is to share together. So I will go into Karim. Karim is asking, I think, a great question. Let's heat up the discussion. How do national cultures affect the creation of S&OP, and how can that affect different branches in a global organization? I think it's very a tricky question. It's very tricky question, but let me. I will try to answer you based on the experience, Karim, and let me know if I answer you rightly in the comment after. So I would assume that S&OP, it's all about mindset. And as Hamamsi said, that it's all about people. And culture for sure will affect, but it's all about commitment. I would say that pillars of S&OP, it's about discipline. This is the main pillar, about commitment, about listening. These are the main three things that you need to have it. And if you speak about a global organization or a local scale or whatever scale, I believe that these are the main three pillars that all the leaders, they have to have it in order to go into the effective sales and operational planning and create a real tactical plans. Otherwise, I'm telling you, I see many organizations, they have very nice fancy tools, they have amazing process, but when it comes to people, I'm telling you, it's zero. So if you have fancy tools, if you have the best process and people, they don't follow this, I'm telling you, it's aimless. I hope that I answered your question.
That you, yes, of course. It's all about people engagement. It's all about the people commitment to the process, like you said. Communication, very clear communication. You can have even a grid of who's responsible for that, who's accountable, who must be communicated about that or share it to someone. So you have very clear responsibilities. It doesn't matter from which culture, which race, which nationality. So it's inclusive of everybody, which gender. So it doesn't matter really, and it's global, as you said. S&OP is a global concept.
Yes. Again, let's come back to the reality. I'm saying it's all about people, Hamamsi, and as you
Yes.
said, it's all related about people because people, if
Yes.
they resist the process and tools, it's aimless. Don't invest on that. I'm saying that invest on your people, their capability, their understanding, their trainings. This is what you need to have in order to have an effective
100%.
S&OP. Yeah.
100%.
So thank you, Karim. I hope that we answered you well, and we
Yeah.
will super answer. So he confirmed it. Thanks God. So
Thank you, Karim.
we'll move into the second question. So we have here
Oh,
Kartik.
nice.
He is asking, Hamamsi, I will sure after asking the
Amazing.
question, I will remove
Amazing.
the question because I cannot see you. So
Yes. Let's take
as
it. Yeah.
yes,
As a
as a company,
company, yeah, take it.
we
As
we
a
procure
company, we procure fresh produce, fruits and vegetables from farmers and sell it across to end consumers. Okay. How we can approach S&OP as the commodities requirements are volatile and perishable? What do you think? It's a brilliant question, I think.
I love
Amazing,
this.
amazing question.
I love this question seriously. So uh, let me I'll answer it from
Yes,
humble point of view for sure, and I believe it's all about lead time. Here, if you're talking about perishable, it's about the shelf lifetime. So
Great.
because
Yes.
I believe that you would have maybe 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days, 7 days, short shelf lifetime, and it will be expired automatically. So the advice that I see, it's all about replenishment models and
That,
how you can tackle how to move into agile supply chain, how you can find all the wastage, I would say, from lead times, from everything in your supply chain, how to reduce the lead time, even by localization, because the focus will never be right. Let's assume that, but I'm sure 100%, Kathik, that you have many expired stocks and
yes.
many hits in your margin of your categories or whatever your company because of these the shelf lifetime challenges. I would recommend you for sure. You have to look into the ecosystem for your supply chain, and you have to have another strategy if you are looking into that point. And from the other point, look into your forecast accuracy and understand the demand, the patterns, and what are the drivers. Understand it into details, because this will save you a time also into your consideration. Building the right stocks or the stock model itself also will help you. I assume that you don't hold too much safety stock because it's
Yes.
perishable. So you're waiting. I believe that you're working make to order rather than doing it make to stock. I hope that I answer your question
I
on that.
think it's a great, of course, because as we said, from different industries, this is exactly what we want to hear to people who have the struggle and pain points from different industries. I'll add to you that we try partnership with suppliers and with customers, and hear from suppliers and the customers here. It's very important not only to depend on statistical forecasts or what's happening before. You must have to try to have real time data by having opinion from people. So you have here qualitative forecasts from people who have experience in the industry, to try, of course, to reduce your high stocks, for example, because perishables, it's tough, as you said, it's 3 days, 1 week shelf life. So you need to by any means to minimize your losses. So I hope, yeah, we answered your question, and we're open to take any questions from you. And it's a great
For
good
sure.
luck for you. For sure, it's a great
Thank you so much.
question.
Thank you so much for the question, and hope that we answered you well. And if you have any more question or anything, as I spoke and as I said, you can contact us either in direct message or send us any email on the emails that we discussed it and we mentioned it on the right side above at any time. So we'll jump into the next question. So we have Muhammad Assam Hakel. He said that I don't have any experience in sales and operational planning, and I'm interested in it. How can I start and have a good knowledge on it beside watching this type of episodes? Thank you. Okay. If you can send me a direct message or even an email, either to me or Hamamsi, we have many materials. We have books. We can provide you with these materials, and be with us, because again, books alone, it's not the best way. You have to have a practical experience, and in that show we will share with all people the operational experience, whatever you will not see it or just read it on book. That's why for sure you have to have a theories, look at it, think about it, and at the same time practical part, you can be with us. So send us an email, direct message us on LinkedIn at any time, and we will be able to give you, Muhammad, the material itself.
Exactly. Thank you, Muhammad, for
Thank you
joining
so
us,
much.
and thank you for your honesty and vulnerability that you want to learn, and you're eager to learn about it. And we're here to help. And everybody, of course, as we said, we'll have guests and we'll have share a lot of knowledge and experience on sales and operation planning. And as Ahmed said, we will help you with material as much as you want. And you're free to send us, of course, questions anytime you feel like about S&OP.
Anytime, please.
Yes.
Thank you. We are waiting for you. So I will jump into the next question. We have Bonraj. He's asking, does the industry has any software or tool to drive S&OP, or it will be more brainstorming session in the
Great,
boardroom?
great,
I
great,
love this
great.
question.
Amazing,
I love
amazing, amazing
it.
question, Conraj. He's from HR, but he has like the mentality of
Yes. He wants
holistic
to learn.
approach, which is that this is what we wanted to see. When Raj, it's a mix of both the brainstorming sessions of how to, because there is no one size fits all software. So even if you have someone or a consultant, if you bring someone, he will tailor fit based on your requirements. He has to sit and listen to the supply chain pain points. Has to sit and listen to the marketing, to the sales, because every industry and every company has its own set of KPIs, has its own way of managing the business. So it must be tailor fit according. Yes, the steps are almost the same in most industries, like starting with the demand plan, moving to supply, financial scenarios, moving to the executive S&OP. But through the stages and how the collaboration will happen and how the integration between the departments will happen is totally different from one company to another. So yes, there are softwares, but it must be tailor fit, and there must be a brainstorming session, and it's all about people, like we said before, and collaboration between people. So people must understand how this will work. So it's not about, like Ahmed said, fancy software and nobody is able to use it or
I
understand
understand.
how it works. It's about how easy it is for everybody to understand how it works and to understand the process and commit to the process.
Exactly. Thank you, Hamamsi. And I would give applause also for Ponraj because he's asking out of
Yes.
his scope, which is amazing.
Yes.
Seriously, we need
Yes.
all to have this kind of mindset. We ask and we learn and we share. We move into our destiny, the right destiny. So
Yes.
again, thank you so much for asking the great question, and thank you also for being here today with us. I will move into the second question. So you're hidden, Hamamsi, but I will I'll try to take it. So, it's coming from Ibrahim. Ibrahim, he's asking, he's our friend for sure. Thank you also
Yeah.
for tuning in,
Thank you,
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim.
Thank you so much. So he's asking, as a customer service manager, I have the
Mhm.
chance to work in developing the operations, SOPs such as outbound, inbound cycle count, transfers, COD physical count, ERC. So my question is, what is the best way for deploying the SOPs perfectly on the ground? I think it's very
Very
nice.
good question.
I
Yes.
love the question, but I'll tell you first of all, Ibrahim, you have to ask yourself the question: what do you need from yourself? What the SOPs that it will take you to where? Do you need to, let's say, reduce the cost? Do you need to improve the efficiency? Do you need to develop effectiveness? Do you need to reduce something? You have to ask yourself this question, but I'll give you one tool that will help you in implementing that. I would say value stream mapping. If you're talking about the operations, if you're talking about the process, you have to have a value stream mapping for all your operations. And that this way, when you have this value stream mapping, you will be able to track all the gaps and work on it relatively to your target. That's why I asked you the question firstly. Is it related to cost? Is it related to lead time? You have to reduce the lead time because each approach, you will trigger it from the value stream mapping. I hope that
Exactly. Exactly. And for customer service, of course, it's very important KPI, the customer service levels, and you must put target for the 80/20, for example, is this is what is the most important customer for you and the least important customer. How are you going to serve this one? What are the lead times, as Ahmed was saying? Are you looking for a cost reduction, for example, shipping by sea, shipping by, or you want to quickly flexible? So you want to ship by air because this is an important customer. There is a lot of variety of things that you can look for, but you must set, as Ahmed said, through the value stream mapping. You must set what is your priorities. You must set this one, two, three, and work
yeah,
accordingly. Yeah.
because it's overwhelming, Hamamsi. I'm saying also,
Yes.
Ibrahim, it's overwhelming. You have to be clear. You have to be clear about what you're taking because I know that customer service it's very hectic. So you're holding everything.
And very
All your
important. It's the most
yes,
important thing, actually, the customer
I,
service levels. If you
it's
hit order time in full and the level of customer service and customer retention, this is
he-
like it's a vital, it's hectic, and it's a
hectic.
vital department. And how you quickly give the customer feedback and handle returns, it's a big job.
Yes, I
Good
believe
luck.
because
Yes.
this
Yes.
is, I would say that chapeau for Ibrahim because customer service is, I would say it from my humble experience, it's the only department that it's working with the whole business. You will see
Yes.
customer service working with logistics on a daily basis, related to the inbound and outbound, and even put away all of these
Yes.
kind of things in warehousing and transportation.
Yes.
So it's very big hectic about the outbounds itself, inbounds. And you will see that they're also covering the part from the trade side. If I'm saying that he's looking into the in-market sales side, so he's
Yes.
looking into the customer side, and on a daily basis with the challenges with the sales people, about
Yes.
everyone, the key account managers here, the channel managers here are looking when I will receive this, when this will be dispatched, how when you will do it, all of these challenges. That's why I'm saying that customer
It's very
service
important. You
it's
must be
very
fast now to replying to through the website of the company, through social media. You must be so fast replying to customers, or you will lose customers. So it's really a tough job nowadays. Yes.
exactly, Hamamsy. Thank you, Ibrahim, again for your
Thank you
beautiful
for the great
question.
question. Yeah.
I will move into the next question. Thank you guys also for the engagement. I hope that we have time to
Yes.
move
Great
one by
engagement. Yeah.
one. But again, for the constraint of the time, I will move into the next question. So after Ibrahim, we have here, I'll move down, down, down. So people were asking about sharing the materials. Okay, guys, if
Sure.
again, please
Emails.
emails, direct messages, and that we promise you that we will give you the whole materials that you want. So next time, even you can read and come and ask us, and we can share
Yes.
experience together. And you will open up your mentality. You will start to understand how the business is acting, not only in your marketing, sales, supply chain,
Your
trade
own
marketing,
department.
the
Yes. Yeah.
whole business, how it works. This is what we aim for our global S&OP community. So I will move into the next question. Um, so I hope this is the question. So
Yeah.
we have Farida Ali. So she's asking, I have a new project. The first plan forecast is very difficult for me. The product are rice and sugar.
Yes.
Okay. طيب.
Amazing question, and I don't know what's her title or something, but there must
If
be
she can write,
collaboration. There
she
must
can
be
write.
collaboration. She can write. She can give us what's her title and in which department.
Farida,
Uh,
if you can confirm that you're from demand planning, I
yeah.
believe that I assume, I assume that you're from demand planning.
Farida, I will take. We will. I think we will both take because it's a beautiful question. I think we both faced this that we don't know where to start.
Mm.
So the first starting point, Farida, is your historical data. You must go for your historical data. Check if you have historical data or not. Study the patterns of your historical data. Check if you have any outliers in the data. Some things that doesn't have sense. And you have the first also thing is to listen and go to talk to sales and marketing. If you are from demand planning, you have to know the knowledge of sales and marketing exactly. You have to get access to distributors, to customers, to consumers. You must try to understand the whole business, the global, what's happening in the economy, what's happening with competition, what's the pricing strategy of the company. You have a lot to work on. So I think it's not only your job to do this. You can go and do something through historical data, draw as we see a baseline forecast from historical data. And after that, you have to discuss it with marketing and sales, because marketing will give you what is the promotional plan, for example, for the year. And you have to discuss and understand what's happening in the promotions, what's happening in the market. Sales will tell you, for example, some customers don't need this promotion, some customers need, what's happening in the market, who are the competition, what are the activities that they are doing. So it's a matter of collaboration, but your starting point, from my humble point of view, will always be the historical data and the trends. Ahmed, can you
Thank you
please
very
add?
much.
Yeah.
It's what you said. It's totally right. But just I will add something, because Farida is
Yes.
saying that
Sure.
she is a GM for a startup. So I assume
Okay.
that
Okay.
there is no historical data at this point.
Ah,
I would give you an advice, Farida. If you have a startup on that point, I believe that you have firstly to establish S&OP process. What I mean here, that you have to understand where you will be able to sell. Okay, this is number one. Which channels that you will sell, which customers, you have to identify your customers. And this is number one. Number two, for sure, as Hamamsy said, that you have to develop a pricing strategy, and you have to develop your CRM rightly in the right way, because I believe for startup, this is the best way, CRM and SRM, just to close your cycle for the supply chain. So build your forecast firstly. Don't I'm assuming, don't build anything from your mind, because you have to have something called the VOC, voice of the customer. What you have in your startup, you have to stay directly with your customers, that you will list your sugar, I'd say, or the rice itself. Stay with your customers, understand your pricing strategy, give them a brief about your products, and for sure your pricing strategies, your promotional strategies, because at the end of the day, for sure, you have a competition. Build this and build a realistic volumes. Ask them about orders, all of this. Then based on that point, you can build the whole cycle till the MRP even according to that. But don't build anything as a startup from your mind. Listen
exactly.
to
It started, and even because this industry changed, this started before it was a commodity, rice and sugar, not branded. If you go now to I would advise her to go to the supermarkets now and look at the categories, look at the competition, what they are doing. This can be a good starting point. You can do your own survey before contacting any of companies or any consultants. Do your own survey. Go to the supermarkets. Go to the small groceries and check who's your competition and what they're doing, what's their packaging style, what's appealing to the consumers. And as Ahmed said, listen to the voice of the customer and listen to what the consumers are doing. Check what's happening, what are the advertising strategies that are happening online and offline through the inside the supermarket itself, the promotions, all that. So you have homework, a big homework to do, I believe, and really good luck. It's a great question.
Yes, great question. She was answering by Arabic, I believe. She's saying that these products are affected drastically by the decision of the government, and it's very difficult to change the prices itself.
True.
So I think it's by this way, I think that it's
regulated.
Yes, regulation, and at the same time, you don't have this variable that you have in the pricing strategies. So what do you need to have at this time? I believe that establish the right CRM, staying with your customers, put it rightly, because again, I assume any startup, you will be small for any customer. So you have to invest in this CRM. You have to find some way, yes, because this will.
I think the main problem here in rice and sugar, the margins are thin. So that's why we've seen some of the competitors came out with rice with jasmine, rice with different varieties of rice, and came here the brown sugar and all that. So this you have to try to develop some competitive advantage so that you're able to price something high. Something new to the market. If you're going to play with the same players there is a lot of players in rice and sugar. Probably it will be hard for you to get high margins, and it will take you time till you reach the point where you're making profits in your business. So you have to think of something new, something fancy on rice and sugar, and you have to brainstorm, I think, with your team if you're working if you're not working alone.
I love the marketing insights, Hamamsy, from your point for sure, marketeer. So again, Farid, I hope that we answered your question. Again, if you have anything that more inquiries or anything, you can contact us directly, Hamamsy or me, either on LinkedIn or on the email itself, inshallah, and we'll help you. Okay?
Thank you, Farida, for joining us.
Thank you. We'll move also. Farida, she's asking another question. She's saying, can you give me insights for how to focus? I believe that it's almost...
we touched
yes,
on that, on the historical data and all.
Yes. We'll move into the next question. Time is flying. It's 48 minutes.
Yeah, wow. Thanks for everybody, of course, for on a short notice, everybody's answering. That's great, of course. Any globally recognized certification S&OP to upskill? I think S&OP, and it's part of the supply chain certifications like CPIM, like CSCP. You'll find a big chapter in on S&OP. And there are yes, exactly. There are big books like Ahmed is here. He's reading this book, and it has a lot of information. So you don't need a global certification, because you will go and study if you want to specialize in S&OP, because you'll go to a lot of different stories on supply chain or something. But you need a specialized book like Ahmed showed you. This one of the best books. Read it, and you will learn from it. And again, if you have any questions, we can discuss it with you from our humble experience.
Yes.
Thank you, Karthik.
Again, try to contact us if you have any challenge. Even if we will not be able to answer this, we'll direct you based on our network. We have a massive network. We'll direct you to the right people to get your knowledge or information. We'll not leave you guys. So be with us, ask us as much as you want, and we'll direct you, inshallah, to the right direction. Okay? Okay, we'll move. I think we have this will be the last question. And again, I hope that we have more time for engagement. But
I think we will cover in the coming week, and even through the week, if the questions are so much, we'll try to answer by email or something for sure.
Yes, we will.
Thank you, everybody, for the engagement. That's great.
So we'll move into the last question, and then we will move to the last announcement, so we can move on it. So we have, again, our friend Karthik. He said, what would be the effect of artificial intelligence or machine learning in S&OP? I love this question. It's very nice.
Go ahead, Ahmed.
Okay, so again, I would say many people, they move into this artificial intelligence, machine learning to just generate based on the historical data. They generate the baseline, and accordingly they move into the innovations or put their promotions accordingly. But I believe that artificial intelligence and machine learning will not play a big role in a companies that they're working with a 30% baseline, because you're working your total sales, it depends only on the promotions. So I would assume 70% from your sales, it's promotions. It's good you can generate by artificial intelligence or machine learning, you can generate your baseline according to that, but the magnitude of that, will the cost versus the benefit. If I invest in artificial intelligence, what will be the benefit on the other side? So S&OP, again, as Hamamsy and we said in the beginning, it's all about people related. Trust me, it's not related to artificial intelligence or machine learning, because most companies, they invest too much on technologies and the tools, the process itself, and forget about the fall of the company, which is the people. Capability, trainings, uplifting their skills. This is the right way. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, I would say they can use it for a mature company.
Exactly. This is what I wanted to add. You got me here. You read my mind. It's maturity. It's about the maturity of the company. Where are they in applying the process? If they don't know about it or didn't apply, so it will be a waste of time. But if they are really mature, they've been doing the process for years, and it's proved that making savings, it's proved that it's improving the profit. So yes. So AI and ML for a company that's really mature, because this will help the company for more visibility and quick decision making. And it's all about quick decision making. If you're able to read the market quickly and make quick decision making, you'll have a higher market share, higher profitability. So in this case, yes for it, but as Ahmed said, depends on the maturity, and it's all about the people capabilities and the trainings and all.
Hope that we answered your question, Karthik, and I hope that also that we have maybe 6-7 hours to answer your questions. But still, we have time. Again, we'll run this show every week. I'm asking you can share this, the show that we are doing. We are aiming into global S&OP community. So you can share with your friends, whoever that he wants to have knowledge about S&OP, wants to participate on that. I'm asking you to share this, because at the end of the day, we are aiming to have a global S&OP community, sharing knowledge, developing our skills, not only for supply chain, but also for marketing, sales, finance, whatever department, also HR, just to remember, just our friend on that point. So I will go to the last the point on that. I will ask you guys. So I will ask you to write S&OP topic for the next Saturday's live. And based on what you will write after this episode, we will collect it, gather it, and we'll
Make a
have a
poll.
polling.
Yes.
Yes, poll at the next for the next episode, and we will check as we promised on the people that they move into our action and engage with us. We'll approach you and we'll let you come with us in that point if you allow us for sure. No,
Yes.
no force at that
No
point.
forcing. No forcing.
No
Yes.
force at all.
It's all about collaboration, as you said, and
Yes.
we'll be so
Again,
happy to have you in. Yes.
yes, again, we are here to support each other. We are not here to tell you that we are the expert. Again, it's a law of reciprocity. We want to listen to you. We want to help you, and also we need you to share your experience with us because we are not the best expert here. We want this law of reciprocity. So we will wait from your point of view the S&OP topic for next Saturday's live, and based on that, we'll move into the next level. Thank you so much for your valuable time. I know that in most countries now it's very late from the people that they tune in, but seriously, we appreciate your engagement. And inshallah, hopefully, we will have a global, real community that will change the world. Again, thank you. And thank you, Hamamsi,
Thank you.
so much
Thank you,
for
everybody.
your time.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Ahmed. Thank you,
And
everybody, for engaging, and we will
yes,
get your questions, and we'll try to answer as much as possible, of course. And we have come. It's a weekly show, and we will have a lot and a lot to discuss. Thank you
yes.
so. Thank you so.
Thank
Thanks
you so
everybody
much.
for joining us.
If you want anything, again, guys, last call to action. If you want anything, you can the direct message to me or Hamamsi about your questions, or send us an email, whether it's me or Hamamsi on the above side, right side. So see you next episode, and we are waiting for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everybody. Thank
Bye
you,
bye.
Ahmed.